evening, ladies and gentlemen. Follow all that. My name is TP, and I'm delighted to be here representing the Irish Men's Shed Association. It's a daunting task because mine is only one of the 10,000 voices which make up the Men's Shed movement. But I've given much of my life to this movement over the past 5 years because it's something I truly believe in. I'm a shed support volunteer for Westmeath and a proud member of Kilbeggan Men's Shed, County Westmeath. I've travelled to sheds and events all over the country, and I probably have as much experience as anyone of what makes sheds such a valuable presence in our communities. I'll try to give you a flavour of that in the next few minutes, but don't take my word for it. Go to www.menssheds.ie, find your local shed, and see if there's anything you can do for them or anything they can do for your organisation. Sheds thrive on their involvement with other community groups, and I am sure they'd be delighted to help. What are men's sheds for? You might as well ask, what are men for? And you might get some interesting answers to that one. We used to think we had it figured out. My generation, particularly in rural Ireland, had a very clear model of what it meant to be a man. You worked, you married, you provided for your family. You had the one ballad that you could sing better than anyone in the pub. And you tried to be an example to your children. Only when we started getting on a bit, we found the rules had changed. The skills we'd spent our lifetimes mastering weren't as relevant to the modern economy. The attitudes our fathers and our grandfathers had held towards themselves, towards their health, towards their place in the family and community weren't maybe as useful or as beneficial as we thought. Bit by bit, we as a society have come to accept that there's no one way to be a man, and sheds are just the same. Of the 400 sheds in Ireland, no two are alike, and that's absolutely fine. From the master craftsmen to the walking clubs, to the social tea drinkers and the green-fingered gardeners, every shed is unique. One of the most recent additions to the activities taking place in sheds countrywide are men's sheds choirs. From Mayfield in Cork to Mountmellick in Laois, from Armagh to Kilcock in Kildare, from Dundalk in the County Louth to Castlebar in Mayo, these choirs and many others are breathing new life into their communities. On a personal note, being a member of Kilbeggan Men's Shed since its inception has brought a whole new appreciation to me of the importance of staying involved in my local community. We have about 20 members in our shed, all very unique in their own ways, and all contributing to make the shed a happy and positive place. Their vast and varied experiences of life brighten up the week and help us to keep up with what's happening globally and locally in a fast-moving world. We laugh together, and sometimes we cry together. Among our members are Mr. Busy, Mr. Chatterbox, Mr. Clever, Mr. Cheerful, Mr. Clumsy, Mr. Cool, Mr. Forgetful, Mr. Funny, Mr. Fussy, Mr. Good, Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Happy, Mr. Lazy, Mr. Nosy, Mr. Quiet, and of course, myself, Mr. Perfect. We are all different, and we all make a difference. So who is your average men's shed member? He's your dad, your granddad, your brother, your uncle, your son. He's retired. He's a tradesman. He's a sportsman. He's black. He's white. He's all around you. He might even be sitting in the audience. In fact, he is sitting in the audience. He might be right beside you. Thank you very much.
The birds, they sing at the break of day. Start again, I heard them say, don't dwell on what has passed away, or what is yet to be. Ring the bell.
All together now.